if you're training for a specific event like a marathon or a half marathon, you might have a 16-week plan, or you might be training for a couple of months or so for your event. What happens if you've planned that training block and then you get ill and you end up being out for a couple of weeks or a week, whatever? Then after that, well, you need your recovery time. You want to get better. You want to get back to where you were. But before you know it, just by catching a cold, catching a flu or something like that, before you know it, you've lost, you could have lost a month of your training there, which has a significant impact on things. So this is why I think it's really important for us as runners or people who engage in any kind of sporting activity to be thinking not just about your training, but your overall health, because this is something that has a massive impact on things. I've talked a bit before about mental health, which is really important, of course, but we do need to think about our physical health as well. So I've made videos about this before, and it's something that I'll continue to, because I consider it to be completely applicable for engaging in any sort of sporting activity. So one thing that might come as a big surprise to you that can really benefit your health is cold water immersion. And I'm talking about a cold shower. I'm talking about an ice bath, or perhaps getting into your local river or lake, obviously doing so as safely as you possibly can. But there are massive benefits to cold water immersion. When I go in the shower every day, I turn it cold for about 30 seconds and then turn it hot again. That's about as much as I can handle, to be honest with you. But it works, and there's a really strong evidence base for this. So what are the benefits of a cold shower or some other kind of cold water immersion? Well, firstly, your immune system benefits greatly. This has been studied in depth. For instance, there was a study, I think it was in the Netherlands, that found that people who had a cold shower every morning actually had 30% less time off work due to sickness. So there's a wealth of evidence out there that cold water immersion supports your immunity. So you're less ill, you're well for longer. That's going to positively impact on your training, isn't it? Also, things like circulation. Inflammation is greatly affected by this. So therefore, if you can reduce inflammation, I could talk for hours, I could talk all day about inflammation. It's such a big thing in the scientific world at the moment. But if you can reduce inflammation, therefore you will reduce muscle soreness, which then leads to faster recovery from exercise. You have less exercise-induced muscle damage. So that's another reason why it's a great thing to do. But also another thing is your mood. It greatly improves your mood. It reduces stress. It's been found to reduce even depression, to support people suffering from depression. It will make you more alert, more focused, and improve cognitive function. And it will also make you more resilient as well. So, if you think, oh gosh, it's cold today or it's raining or whatever, I don't want to go out. Well, if you're used to having a cold shower all the time, then, that's nothing, a little bit of weather. So if you're interested in trying this, I would say start small. You could literally put your foot in the cold shower or put your hand in some cold water for a little while. Or if you want to have a cold shower, what I would say is have your normal shower, but in the middle, see if you can turn the hot off for 5 seconds. Just do 5 seconds. Challenge yourself to do it. It might be that you do it again the next day, and the next day maybe then bring it up to 10 seconds. After a little while, can you get up to 30 seconds of cold water? Turn it hot again. All done. So loads of benefits to this. So your overall health will benefit, your immunity, mood, circulation, inflammation, your cognitive function. Certainly worth a try. So I dare you guys, to have a cold shower. When you've done it, let's see if you can comment below. Let us know how it went.